Get ready for the dictation on the count of 3, 2, 1, start. Sir, the emphasis is on the public sector, which the Prime Minister described as a core of the industrial sector as well as of the plan. It was said that the public sector was being decried. The budget speech and the policies formulated establish that the public sector is the commanding height of the economy for us. In order to achieve that position, the public sector is being reinforced in many ways in the economy. In first 3 years of the 7th plan, a record 63% of the total 7th plan outlay in real terms has been provided. If you compare with the earlier 6th plan, it was 45%. This is in real terms and not in financial terms. This is an important aspect. This is despite the fact that there is an enormous compulsion of the increase in the non-plan expenditure. The three sectors, the defense expenditure, the large mounting interest payments, and the compulsory subsidies which provide to maintain the public distribution system or the rural sector or the fertilizers mainly account for 70% of the total plan non-plan expenditure. It will be 67% in the current year. It will be 70% of the total non-plan expenditure in 1997 to 1998. Therefore, despite all these mounting figures, the credit goes to the sound policies of good management, fiscal management of the government, that they have been able to maintain a moment of the outlay in the public sector to 63%, which is a record at all times. In the public sector, industrial sector, the emphasis will be on modernization, accountability through better management, increasing productivity, and several other measures. The most worrying aspect of the present situation is the mounting deficit. The Prime Minister has said that he doesn't like it, and he has, in a very unusual manner, given a commitment to the House, to the country, that the planned deficit envisaged in the budget proposals will not be increased. Only a man of great confidence, only a man of commitment can give this. The facts are, in the preceding year or in the years earlier, the budget plan deficit has increased enormously. He has gone in taking a number of measures. If I may say so, the Prime Minister has expressed a grave concern in his budget speech. If you see the structure of the budget, the revenue receipts and the capital receipts, the expenditure is being financed more and more from the capital receipts, the non-plan expenditure being financed even more by the capital receipts. These are the concerns that have been expressed, and therefore not only has the Prime Minister given a commitment, but he has also provided inbuilt mechanism to control deficit. For example, the budget deficit will not be allowed to increase. Firstly, he has mentioned about the setting up of a cabinet committee to monitor it more regularly. Then the emphasis is that there is no room for wastage, there is no room for ostentatious expenditure, and no room for unproductive expenditure. Thirdly, the public sector must generate resources more than what it is doing. Then there is the cost-benefit ratio being established. Every rupee that is now spent must give maximum results. Financial outlays must match the achievement of physical targets. Marrying of the financial outlays and the achievement of the physical targets is a very important phenomenon, and I commend the government for giving emphasis to this and making inbuilt arrangements, inbuilt mechanism to achieve this. Another important factor is the cost of delivery programs. We are going to spend a large amount, rupees 2000 crores, on the anti-poverty program, which is a very important program. But there have been reports from the implementation ministry or the implementation machinery that the program is not being implemented in the manner it should have been and not producing the desired results. It is therefore very important that the cost of delivery of these programs is reduced and we are able to produce better results and we are able to achieve our ultimate aim. In the present situation, we are having such a large phenomenal expenditure, astronomical public expenditure, and in order to have a control over expenditure, it is necessary to create a situation in which the entire financing of the scheme becomes non-inflationary. It is very important to control the expenditure. It is also important to see that for every rupee spent, we are able to produce maximum benefit. Another innovation has been the introduction of quarterly budgeting. There is a zero-based budget and the entire policy of subsidy that is being given to that it must reduce overheads. For that, it is necessary that there is a mechanism of quarterly budgeting, and that has been introduced with a purpose, and it is not that a cut in expenditure on certain items here and there is going to help. What is going to help is something else.